D-Talk members. This is Fidemaster Valery Lvov, and from today I'm starting my new lectures for the great website of D-Talk. Most of you actually decided that it will be very important to have the first lecture on the Endgames, so the better vote was given to the Endgame lectures, and this is why I decided to really prepare and show you quite instructive an Endgame lecture. So in general, what am I going to talk about today? In the Endgames, we shall know there are two most important things to care about, especially about the so-called practical endgames when there are many pieces on the board, and still, the only thing that makes the game to be an endgame is that the queens are exchanged. So when the queens are exchanged and the game transposes to an endgame, we shouldn't be only thinking about, of course, just pushing a pawn forward in order to make it a pass pawn or do some other combinations, but more or less we should be focused on the opportunity to get activity. So the two major things like a pass pawn and activity are the most relevant in such endgames. The pass pawn is very relevant because in the endgame, if we manage to push a pass pawn, we will definitely force some of the opponent's pieces to go and block it, and then those pieces will be quite ineffective and they wouldn't be able to play some role on the really important areas. So we can say that one passed pawn can actually be equal to a piece like a knight or bishop of the opponents because it will totally decrease its activity. The other thing, in fact, is the so-called activity of pieces. So in general, we know that the passed pawns more or less arise when there is a small amount of pieces on the board and also not so many pawns. So we can say that when there is no chance to make a passed pawn, we gotta think about the promotion of the pieces activity. So when we think about the promotion of pieces activity, we mostly focus upon two things. The first is to bring them on more advanced positions, because each piece which is in the opponent's enemy camp, or maybe it is promoted on a strong position, can be used to create threats and to make different type of combinations. And also, the other thing which is quite important for the pieces activity is those pieces to be coordinated. So I'm going to express my thoughts on the coordination of pieces in another lecture for endgames. So more or less now I would like to speak about the advanced pieces and the most important already activated pieces. So I'm starting here with an example from the game Fedorov-Chernikov, a game which is very instructive to show us the power of pieces activity.